Donovan, kind of a big picture question. Kenny was just here describing your leadership style in different ways as far as like always being positive, nurturing, constructive, selflessness. Where do those qualities come from?
I think a few different things. I think, I came from New York City basketball. I make the joke where Ty's dad was our coach. Getting cussed out at 8, 9 years old. Then you play for Jason Smith at Brewster Academy, still getting screamed at. Patino, getting screamed at. And then realize when you get, and not to say it's a bad thing, I personally enjoy it, I prefer it. But then understanding when you get to the NBA, it's different. You got to be able, not everybody comes from that, so you have to be able to, and being on a veteran team in Utah, being able to speak to everybody differently, whether it's Joe, Rudy, Ricky. Ricky really helped me with that, being able to, when just watching him, being able to speak to me and kind of be harder on me, but then, the next guy not necessarily as much. So by finding ways how to speak to people, how to find a way to push buttons to allow guys to get guys going, and also being able to sit back and listen too, I think is a critical part. I think we hear leadership and think it's just like talking and, being demonstrative, but I think also being able to sit back and allowing things to kind of play out. And I think that's really where I learned it from. And then understanding that, I know who I'm going to be on a day-to-day basis, but how do we get the most out of Evan, DG, JA, everybody on the roster. And that's kind of been my focal point, understanding that, I set the tone, whether it's on the floor, voice, and sometimes just being quiet, standing in the corner. So just trying to pick my spots, and as you get older, you start to really figure out, okay, how can I be the best leader on the floor?
Another win for your team. There's been a lot of them as we turn the calendar here. How good has 24 been for you? 8-game winning streak, best record in the league. How great has this year been?
It's been a really good year. You look at last year, we went on the streak in January, like 22 and whatever it was. Obviously the playoffs, but also re-signing here, having peace of mind, being excited to be here. Obviously Kenny coming here, coming to camp, starting camp in Florida, having a great time with the guys. I mean, it helps when you start 15-0 too. I don't think that's too shabby. And then, just the way we've been playing, man, it's been great. And I have no complaints. The biggest thing now is I'm always going to say, like, the challenge is, can we continue to be this team? It's great to ride this high and enjoy this and be excited and blessed that we've had this incredible start to the year, but how do we continue to be this team throughout the whole season?